Hello, and welcome to the Start Your Business, Change Your Life podcast. I'm now from womenforchange.info, where we help women start and grow their businesses online. This podcast is going to be the first in a series about blogging. How to start your blog, grow your blog, and monetize your blog. I truly believe that, starting a business can help change your life. And as a pathway to that, I believe that starting a blog can change your life. And I believe it so much so that I wrote an ebook guide for anybody out there to be able to go from having nothing to having a blog, an active live blog out there that is getting traffic and ready to be monetized. I called it Start Your Blog, Change Your Life, because starting a blog can literally change your life. If you follow me on Instagram, or if you don't, you can head over to womenforchange.info, all words. And there I try and post every day or every few days a real person, a real woman in business who started her business from a blog. There have been people in fashion, people who are now, in food, opening up their own delis, having their own lines of food, who have just come from starting a blog just, either a few years ago or maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago. But the moral is that this little thing that can be free or very low cost to start, with the right attention, consistency and dedication, can grow into something that is huge, bigger than anything that you may have thought you were able to do. And you can do it from home. Sometimes people ask, why just women? And it's not like I don't work with men, because I've definitely worked with men before. I have men that are clients and male orientated clients, but I have a specific passion to help women start and grow their businesses online, because I feel like as a society, kind of naturally swings in the favor of men. I don't know the statistics, but I know that a lot of men on the corporate ladder are higher up. There's the wage gap, there's all these different things, and I feel like women, stay-at-home mums and wives, can really create their own power, or take back some of the power that they feel that they have lost or they don't have, through creating their own business. It can help empower them, it can help feel like they're contributing to the home, or it can help them feel like they have a little something of their own. So that is why I am passionate about that. Coming from a single mother myself, I saw how hard she worked, but it's not like a sad thing of how hard she worked. She's very proud. She was able to provide for herself and her children, and she loves working. And I just feel like sometimes if there's people who are in the position who can't physically go out and work, you are able to use the power of the internet to create for yourself. And it could be people who, like I was mentioning, stay-at-home mums or wives, or maybe people who are disabled, or people who are in parts of the world where it's not as easy to just go out and get a job. So this is why I created Women for Change, and I do have the angle of and the passion of wanting to help women. So that was like a sidebar, but going back into what this podcast will be all about. As I said, it's going to be the first in a series about blogging, and if you do want to check out the Start Your Blog, Change Your Life ebook, you can go to bit.ly/WFC blog book with the WFC in caps and both B's in caps. All the details will be in the show notes. But you can check that out, and we offer the ebook for $29 at the moment as a standalone price. And then I also thought, what would help people even more? An ebook is great and it's quick to get and follow along, and you can put things into action straight away. But what would really help people? So I created 2 additional packages. I created one package that is the ebook plus support. So you get support, email support from me and my team of WordPress specialists that will help you along the way as you are starting to set up your blog and grow and market and monetize. And then we have one additional package which I feel like is the best value package if you are ready right now. It's the ebook, it's the support, and it's extended support from the previous package, and it's set up. So if you feel like, hey, I'm ready, like I have my ideas in place, or I just feel like I want to go. Technical is kind of like a barrier for me. So if you feel like somebody setting up your blog would really help you and give you that boost to help you start your blog, I would definitely go for that package, because we'll talk you through buying your domain name, getting the hosting, and then we'll set up the WordPress environment for you, and then you can take it from there. Of course, you have our support if you buy that package, so definitely check that out. So what I did for this episode, I posted on my Instagram a post for anybody who wanted to start a blog. I know that you can feel stuck, or you can have questions about growing or monetizing, so I encouraged them to leave their questions under the post so that I could answer them in this podcast. So what we will do is we'll go through and we'll answer those questions, and that will be the foundation for the series. So let's make a start. Okay, so on Instagram, her name is Tamra STAB Designs. She says, I know blog no, let's start again. Cut. So on Instagram we have Tamra STAB Designs. She says, I know a blog is a huge commitment. How many hours per week should an established blog cut? So to start with, we have LaShawn_NAY88. She says, what advice would you give a newcomer? So LaShawn, I don't know exactly how much of a newcomer you are, but for anybody out there who is in the same position, newcomer being just started your blog, I would definitely encourage you to create a plan. The biggest thing with blogging is you could get this burst of like energy and inspiration, and oh my gosh, I'm just going to write blogs, and so many blogs, and I've written 2, and I'm going to post 2 of them back to back today. Okay, then what happens next week or the week after? You have to create a plan if you are taking it even semi-seriously, and even for your own your own sanity, it's just best to create a plan. So if you feel like, okay, I feel like I can blog once a week, then create a plan to release those blogs once a week. Now you may say, okay, but I have lots of time this week to create blogs. And that is great. Sit down, create those blogs. But if you are using WordPress or any platform, I believe you will be able to use the scheduling function. So you can schedule your posts. So you write a blog post, you want to post it today, that's great. If you have another one, you can write it, but you can schedule it to go out the following week. so that you are pacing things out and creating some kind of routine for your readers to have. And you might say, well, I just launched, I don't have any readers, it doesn't matter. But you just have to act as if, and it's good practice for yourself. Act as if you have 500 people a day that are coming to your blog and waiting to read what it is that you've written. So create a plan is one, and use the scheduling feature if you have like clusters of time that you're able to create your content. The third thing I would say is just be consistent, and it goes in hand with the previous two that I said. Consistency is the key, and being consistent means not giving up. There are going to be times when you look at your stats and you think, 4 people read this, 5 people read this, but everybody basically started in that same place. You have to give life to your blog, and you have to be consistent. You have to post, and you have to put your material out there for people to read. So that's the advice I would give to a newcomer. The next question is, I know a blog is a huge commitment. How many hours per week should an established blog, in brackets, I'm a newbie to monetizing, be committed? So basically she's saying she's an established blog, it's a commitment. How many hours per week should an established blog be committing? Well, that's really difficult to say, because I'm not sure if you're a full-time blogger or a part-time blogger. And I would also like to add that it's not really about how much time you're putting into blog per se, because you could write 10 blog posts a week that the content isn't good, and it's not going to attract any clicks from Google. It's a waste of time. It would be much better to write one amazing blog post a month that's like 3,000 words or 2,000 words that is going to engage and attract people to your blog, than spend so much time writing articles or whatever it is that you're going to be writing that aren't that good a quality. So I would love if you could focus on the quality of your blog, and how much your audience likes to consume. If you're a celebrity blogger, yes, you have to blog lots of times per day, and you have to be on your toes. For example, if you know that a Kanye West just was submitted into hospital, you can't just be writing about it the week after, because people aren't going to come to you to consume that gossip if you are late. You have to be on your toes. You have to be blogging probably, I would say, 3 to 5 times a day, depending on what on how much time you have to give. That's if you're doing something like celebrity blogging. But if you're a food blogger and you're putting out a new recipe, you could just do one good, amazing write-up a week that has great visuals, and just, it is really about the effort that you put into it and the quality of it rather than the time. Now, what I would say is you do want to put time into promoting your stuff. So you have your blog there, but you need to put time into making sure that people on Facebook are seeing it, Twitter, Pinterest and Instagram. So there's the actual blog writing, and then there's the marketing side. Lots of people, when they get into business on any level, tend to forget about the marketing side and the marketing investment. So if you are writing one blog post a week, tweeting one link when it posts is not good enough at all. You have to be retweeting that post lots of times a week, a day, and then you also need to be posting about that post on on Instagram, you need to make sure you're pinning it on Pinterest and Facebook, posting it on Facebook. The different platforms have different frequencies of how much you should be posting. For example, Twitter's very busy. The stream goes by very quickly, so there you can post the same blog snippet or link a few times a day. You wouldn't get away with doing that on Instagram, for example. So that is something that you have to sit down, create a plan, and think about. The next question is, hello, yes, I have a blog, but I'm not sure how to spread the word. Okay, so I did click to the person's page, and she does have a link in her bio, but her bio on Instagram doesn't kind of direct you to what you would be clicking on. So if you want to spread the word about your blog, and you are on Instagram or any other social media platform, which you should be, you need to make sure that your bio is telling a little something about you, but also about the what you're about. What is the link I'm going to be clicking on? Why would I click on this link? I don't know what it's going to do, what it's going to take me to. People need a call to action. I know call to action is a marketing term. Sometimes people think marketing can be a bit sleazy, but don't think of it like that. People need direction. It's a busy place. Social media platforms are a busy place, and there's beautiful pictures everywhere. So you need to be giving people a call to action, a direction. Tell people what to do. Click on this link. My blog about such and such. Want to find out about such and such? Click the link below. People need direction. So that's one way that you can get the word out. Another way that you can get the word out is a couple of things. Making sure that your blog is SEO friendly. And I know people might be, SEO, like, what are you talking about right now? I just want to blog. I do have a webinar that I do run. I do run it like once a month, so head on over to my Instagram page, womenforchange.info, and follow me, because that's normally where I post it straight away. And if you're a part of my list, then you also get notified, so you can sign up for that too. And I go over the 5 ways to boost traffic to your website. It's a webinar that's usually around 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But it just gives you 5 ways that you can make sure that you're doing the best that you can for your website without being like, some kind of SEO guru. So definitely check that out. You need to make sure your blog is SEO friendly. That means searchable by Google, because ultimately most people use Google, and searchable by the other platforms. I shouldn't leave them out. So that's why make sure your website is SEO friendly. Make sure that your bios on your social media platforms are directing people to do something, to go and visit that blog and that page. Make sure that you are promoting your particular blog posts on make sure you are posting your particular blog posts on your social media platforms. If you are on Instagram, make sure you create an image for your blog post and tell people to go and check it out. Change the link in the bio and tell people to check out that particular link. Tweet about it. Like I said several times, you need to tweet, because Twitter is so busy. You need to tweet multiple times for people to be able to see it. You can also consider putting some money behind it on Facebook ads, and I'm talking about you can invest as little as $5 behind your post. And people get agitated, like, oh, why do we have to pay now? Guys, it is a business. I know they started out for free, but nobody's not in anything for free, unless they're a non-profit business, and sometimes even they aren't. So instead of looking at, oh, why do we have to pay now, look at the benefits. Look at okay, I can put $5 behind this blog post, and I am, a blogger who blogs about food juicing, so I can go in Facebook ads and I can target people who are reading similar blogs to mine, in this age group, in the location that I want. It's like being able to have access to the ideal people that you want to read your blog for $5 minimum. It's amazing. I have a blog post as well that does give you 5-minute guide to creating and setting up your Facebook ad in 5 minutes. I'll put the link in the show notes. It's also on my Instagram as well, so check that out. So basically, this whole blogging thing and getting your word out there, it's not static. There is no post it once and leave it. The magical fairies will come and it will go viral and people will find out. No, you have to always be actively promoting, actively putting yourself out there. I think that is all from the beginning questions, and I think that's a good roundup of, the foundations of giving you an idea what you do have to put into blogging. I don't want to scare anybody with the whole promotional aspect of it if you are a starting blogger, but it is a reality. You do have to be active and put in the words out there. But the good thing is you don't have to be sitting there when it comes to promoting on Facebook and Twitter in real time. There are tools and platforms that you can use to automate and schedule these posts too. I have a blog post coming up about my favorite business hacks of 2016, so keep a lookout for that. And yeah, this has been great. I love sharing everything that I have to give about blogging and business. So as a roundup, you can find me at womenforchange.info, or you can talk to me over on Instagram, womenforchange.info, or email me, nell@womenforchange.info. I do answer emails and I do check them regularly, so you will hear back from me if you do email me. It's been great session again, and I look forward to the next session in the blogging series. Have a great day. Bye.